All right, friends, we are going to continue talking about our country, and most importantly and more directly today, we are going to talk about the concept of national symbols. So according to the dictionary, a national symbol means objects or images that represent our country. And since we are talking about our country and specifically, that means national symbols are going to talk about the United States. For something to be qualified or considered a national symbol, it needs to represent the United States. It has to be important to our country, and also it's going to be recognized by many people, specifically people that live in our country. All right, so I'm going to go over some examples of what are national symbols. So first off, we have a flag, the flag of the United States. This is American flag. So this is a national symbol because it specifically is a flag for all 50 states in our country. So this is our country's flag. Next, we have the bald eagle, which we know is our country's bird. It represents freedom. So this is also a national symbol. Next up, we have the Statue of Liberty, which signifies freedom and allegiance for our country. So again, it's important to our country, so it is in fact a
national symbol.
Good job, a national symbol. All right, this fancy building is actually the White House. So if we don't know yet, the White House is where the president lives. And so this is very important to our country because the leader of our country, our president, lives and works in this building. So this is in fact a national symbol and a very important one. All right, so this one might look like a national symbol, but it's not. This is the flag of California. While California is in fact in the United States, it is only one state in our country, so it is not a national symbol. It is just for one state, not the whole United States of America. Next up, we have our CBU Lancer, our school mascot. Super important, but not a national symbol because he only represents our school, not our whole entire country. All right, we have a playground sign that is very important. Tells us that we have children playing, we need to be careful. But because it doesn't tell us about our country, it's not a national symbol. All right, trick question. Do we think this cute little guy is a national symbol?
Yes.
Ooh, he probably should be, huh? He's pretty adorable. Got a little flower in his mouth. Fortunately, he's not the state dog. He's not the he wouldn't be a national symbol even if he was a state dog. He's not the country dog. He's just a cutie. So he is in fact not a national symbol. All right, let's see. Trick question. Seattle Seahawks.
No.
Do we think this is a national symbol?
No.
Why not?
Because they're not the Vikings.
So this is just a team logo. It's actually a flag, but this just stands for this football team and is not a national symbol. All right, this one is going to be the seal of the President of the United States. What do we think? I know this one's new to us. Do we think it's a national symbol? Let's look at some key factors. Talks about the United States president. It's the seal for the United States. It's got the American flag in the back. What do we think?
Yes.
Correct, it is. Sorry about that. So the seal of the President of the United States is a national symbol. Great job. All right, next up. This one's going to be a little tricky too. This is the Great Seal of the state of California. So let's take in some factors before we make a decision, Scott. The Great Seal, just like the seal for the president, but this one says the state of California. Do we think it's a national symbol?
No.
Correct. It is not because it is just for one state. Just like the flag for California isn't a national symbol, the seal is also not going to be a national symbol. That was a good catch. All right. Mount Rushmore. What do you think? Yes or no?
Yes.
Good job. So this one's a national symbol because it shows some of our first presidents who were some of the most important people in helping our country become what it is. So this is absolutely a national symbol. In fact, we can see this in real life. This is pretty cool. All right. Trick question. Very important part of our classroom. Our class calendar. What do you think? National symbol? Good job. This is not a national symbol. This is just our classroom symbol. It's part of our classroom. It doesn't tell us about the country. It just tells us what day it is and what we got going on. Good job. All right, my friends, you guys did really good with that. We are going to now discuss with our neighbor what you think a national symbol is. Turn to your partner and tell them in your own words what you think a national symbol is.
I think it's a thing that represents our country.
All right, good job, guys. I'm liking what I'm hearing, so we're going to go ahead and move on. We're going to take out our social studies journal, and I'm going to show you what I did with mine. We're going to take out our social studies journal. At the top of the page, we're going to write national symbols. And then we are, in our own words, whether it's what you just told your neighbor or if you want to change it a little bit, we are going to define in our own words what a national symbol is. So you will start your sentence with, a national symbol is, and then continue. If you want to use your own words, you don't want to use that sentence frame, that's perfectly fine. But it's a good place to start. And then we're going to draw. We're going to use our artistic skills. You can use crayons, markers, whatever. We're going to draw one national symbol. You can look around the room, you can find one, you can think back to the pictures we looked at. You're gonna draw whichever one you want. Take your time, do your best work, and when you're done, you're gonna have the definition, a picture, and the example in your journal. All right, friends, good job. I'm gonna let you have some time and I'll go around and walk and see if you guys need any help.